What's going on, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. The weekend is upon us, and maybe, just maybe, this weekend you're going out and you're going to buy your first half-ton pickup truck. Well, I made a list of the half-ton pickup daily driver pros and cons. Check it out. So if you're somebody in the market for a half-ton pickup truck, there's definitely some stuff that you need to know. Some good things and some bad things. So I made a little list here, 3 pros and 3 cons to look out for when you buy your first half-ton pickup truck. Now, anyone who already owns one will be like, oh yes, definitely on all of this stuff. And if I forgot anything, please feel free to add it below in the comments and we can talk about it and we can further this list. Okay, so let's get started with some of the pros of owning a half-ton pickup truck as your daily driver. Number 1 is power. The power is readily available whenever you need it to get up to speed, coming out of a parking lot, whatever. Coming out of the mall, you want to go, the power is there. There's nothing worse than being in a vehicle every day that's underpowered. Struggle to get up to speed, sounds like the car's about to blow up because it's working so hard. In a truck, half-ton, you won't have to deal with that. So that's a great thing. So power is huge. And over the long term of having it as your daily driver, you're going to be really happy you have the power. Number 2 is capability. If you're going to Home Depot, you're going to be able to pick your stuff up, take it home. You don't need to find a buddy with a truck because guess what? You own one. If it starts snowing, you have 4-wheel drive. Whatever you need, it's good for everything. You got to take the family out to dinner, soccer practice, whatever. The cab can hold anything and all the gear that comes with the kids in the bed. So capability is huge and probably the best thing about a pickup truck. And number 3 for pros is road presence. When you're in a pickup truck, people don't really want to be around you. They get out of your way and let you go. And I'm telling you, I have never agreed with that more than when I bought the FRS. Being in a truck so long, I didn't even notice the road presence. But the way people drive with me in the FRS versus the truck is night and day different. In the truck, you're a big vehicle. People don't want you behind them. They look in your mirror, they see a big truck, they move over and let you go. In the FRS, people just don't care. And they won't move out of your way. And it's not like one of those things where I'm driving down the road forcing people out of my way. It's just a bigger vehicle like this, people just don't want to be around you. So, yeah, road presence is definitely a big one. So the first thing on my cons list of owning a half-ton pickup as your daily driver is the size of the vehicle. It is definitely something to get used to. If you're coming from a smaller vehicle up into a half-ton, you have to learn things like turning, braking, where you can and can't park it. I call it basically knowing your location. There's some things in this truck I know I can go to and some that I know I can't go to. I don't do drive-up ATMs anymore. Some of the drive-thrus you can't go in anymore when you're in a truck this big. Some parking lots are impossible to get in and out of, especially with the parking of a vehicle this big. I always look for parking lots that are gigantic where I can park far away from everybody. It really doesn't matter with a truck. Even in the FRS, I don't want to park anywhere near anybody because you don't want dents and things like that. But you definitely want to learn about the size and stuff like that. And that's some of the good things about what is available on big trucks like this nowadays with blind spot monitoring and things like that, so you know when you're about to hit something. Because when you're coming from something smaller into something this big, it definitely takes a little while. So take your time and don't do anything crazy. Number 2 kind of goes with number 1 a little bit, but braking and maneuverability. Just learning how the truck turns. It doesn't turn like a car. When you're in a truck, it's a little bit different than when you're driving a car. Braking, you got to get used to the brake dive in a lot of these big trucks, but over time you will get it. You just got to take your time and don't wait too long to brake like you would in a smaller vehicle. And the maneuvering of it, you're going to get a little body roll here and there, but like I said, after you drive it day after day, you will get it. And last but not least on this list, not really a surprise, but MPGs. When you're daily driving, doing some local stuff, you will see the fuel absolutely slip away, but it's kind of the name of the game. You're not going to buy a half-ton pickup truck because you're trying to save money on gas. You're going to buy a half-ton pickup truck because of all the other good things we just talked about. But MPGs, that's definitely something to get used to, especially if you're coming from something smaller. So that's my list. That's my 3 pros, my 3 cons. Just to recap one more time, the 3 pros of daily driver half-ton ownership is power, capability, and road presence. And the cons are size, MPG, braking, and maneuverability. Overall, owning a half-ton pickup is awesome. And it is definitely something that once you do, you're always going to want one in your life because of all the good things that this truck or any half-ton pickup truck will bring you. I do suggest Toyota. But yeah, it's a little expensive up front, but for all the happiness you're going to get out of it, and especially the road presence thing, you won't be sorry. So definitely get out there, check it out. Like I said, the weekend is here. A lot of deals going on right now going into summer. So get out there, look around, test drive. Make sure you always test drive. Never skip a test drive. Take the truck out. Make sure you're not just going down one straight road at one speed. Do a bunch of back roads and stuff like that. The guy wants to sell the truck anyway. He's not going to care what you want to do with it. Do some things with the truck. Take yourself out of your comfort zone, okay, and see if this is something you can do every day. Because once you sign the dotted line, you're in this thing for a while. So did I forget anything? Like I said before, leave a comment below and let me know what else you'd like to add to this pro and con list. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34. I hope everybody has an enjoyable Friday night.